Greetings everyone, this is just a short extra, not necessarily part of the walkthrough, but let's just say that, you tried DPS, but, it just didn't grab your attention. So what other options do we have in Limsalominsa? And this is going to assume that you have the Aetherites attuned. You have it, just to make this brief, but we can do a tank class that is the Marauder, and you can get there straight from the Ethernet. Choose Ethernet and choose the Marauders Guild. And the placement of the Aetherite makes it really easy to get to this guild, but simply go in. This is also the Yellow Jacket, which is the security. But speak to the guild receptionist here, and they will get you started. And if you choose not to do it, the quest is still there. So now if you take the Aetherite to the Fisherman's Guild, which is this one right here, this is the ferry to Airport that we took, but you can join the Fishing Guild, which is a gathering class. Come inside, speak to this woman here, and she'll get you started. But there's also another combat class. You want to go across the pier to the opposite set of doors right over there. So, speak with this person. Now, if you're at level 22 like we are, level 23, they may tell you to shoo, but if you continue through the dialogue, they'll give you the invitation to join the Rogues Guild, which turns into the Ninja. So, back at the main Aetherite, you want to go the opposite way of the Bulwark Hall. You want to go through to the very end of the Hawker's Alley. So they actually have their own Aetherite as well. And this is the Archanist Guild. This is a casting guild. And they will turn into either the Summoner, which is a DPS class, or the Scholar, which is a healing class. And they both actually summon their minions. The Scholar being a fairy, and the Summoner being various, like Ifrit, Titan, and others. So if you go to just the south of the Aetherite, you'll come across the eager Lominsa. Right-click on him, and he will give you a task, Shall We Dance? That is for the dancer. However, you need to be level 60. If you continue down this way, you'll come across the Charlian Maiden, and she will give you the Sage's Path, which is a healing class. But since this is from DPS, you'll need to be level 70. Alright, and to continue, go up to the Aft Castle. So, come over to this gate here. You'll see these two. This is the Blacksmith Guild, which makes weapons, and the Armorsmith Guild, which makes armors. This is the guy for the Blacksmith Guild. But actually come to the reception desk here and speak to whichever one you wish. These are both crafting classes. Next, head back towards the Drowning Wench. and head straight through. Now, at the Y here, take a turn to the right, to the left, to head northwest. And these guys actually also have their own ether right here. This is the Culinarian Guild. And this is more of cooking is your thing. Come in here, speak to the receptionist here, and they will get you started. And that leaves us with the final, which is the I might have called them the Warriors Guild, but they're actually the Marauders Guild. So if I misspoke at the first stop, that's who they are. And again, we come full circle. They have their own ether right here. And if I misspoke, this is the Marauders Guild, if I misspoke earlier. But again, speak to this guy here, and he will get you started. Ho there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are ye? Any axe worth wielding needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade what can chop clean through a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and brutal force. If you're a mind to take the Marauder's art, your last work, then our guild welcomes you with open arms. What say ye, lass? Keen to join the ranks? Well then, here's a bit of guild history so you know what you're getting into. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, ye ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run afoul of a storm, or worse, it makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. But any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe is perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose a whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the marauder begin to take shape. Especially amongst pirates, where strength is a skill decided ye place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits. And that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. After the Galadion Accord was signed, though, the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They're the warriors that sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. Still keen, are ye? Think it over. Let me know if you decide to join our ranks. So, if you're serious about joining the Marauder Guild, which is one of the tank classes that we can access, speak with them again. Click accept. All right, then. All that needs doing now is speak with the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple. I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. He blanks his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lass. Good fortune to ye. And so, greetings everyone. So before we finish off this extra episode here, I had to switch to my main character because there's one more class we can get, but the quest giver is not visible to Kasmeer. So I had to switch to my main character so I can actually show the quest giver. But it's the Zealous Yellow Jacket, and he's right next to the Bulwark Hall, towards just to the north, or just to the right. Speak with that person, and they will give you the quest out of the blue. This is for the blue mage class. However, you have to be level 50, and you have to have completed the main quest, the ultimate weapon. But the blue mage is very similar to blue mages from other Final Fantasy games like Final Fantasy VIII. That's where they learn the attacks of different monsters and then use them themselves. However, this is a limited class, so you may not necessarily be able to enter into dungeons by yourself or enter into groups by yourself. You may have to be invited to a group and then go into a dungeon. There is limitations with that class, but that is another option here in Limsa if you're looking for a change of pace or just want to do something different. Anyway, let's switch back to Kasmeer. Okay, and this is our guildmaster. Yes, I am wearing blank Axe Master, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blaoth, or whatever his name is. But once more I shall challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits the initiate of the Marauders Guild? Very well. Your name? Attend me well then, Lightbringer. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own. I present to you this axe as a symbol of your commitment. Your first lesson shall be now to hold it. Now grip the haft with both hands and set yourself in a solid stance. And now we have unlocked the Marauder. And just like the Archanist Guild, they will have quests for you every 5 levels. And join us in the next extra episode where we will tackle the guilds in Uldal. And eventually in Gridania. So anyway, thanks for watching.